What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the debate room. Today, we're just giving you guys a little playoff game one recap. Uh, the Lakers and the Nuggets faced off. Knicks and Sixers, Wolves versus Suns, and the Cavs versus Magic. So we're just gonna discuss, uh, just talk about our reactions of the game and just see what we think the series is gonna play out. Because the initial reactions may be different after you see what kind of went on, what kind of schemes were ran, what kind of lineups were put out. So that's what's going on in this little video. I wouldn't say episode, but before we get into that, Latif, how are you feeling today, bro?
I'm all right. I had work. Work was long as hell, bro. But I was watching the playoffs throughout, so I ain't missing no games. But I'm straight though. I had some pizza while I watched the game, but watched the games, so it was all right. That was cool. What about you?
I had a pretty good day, bro. I knew I think I
I
watched.
cannot hear you for some reason. Hell,
Is it good now?
yo,
Yo,
fuck.
pause it. But no, I think I watched a little bit of the first the Magic and the Cavs while I was working out. But everything else I was tuned in, I was locked in, and so. But today was pretty cool for me. Hit the gym, watch some games, play a little bit of basketball. But yeah, so first we are gonna be discussing the Nuggets versus the Lakers. Latif, this is your team, man. So just tell me, like, what did you see this game?
You talking about Cavs Magic, right?
No. Nuggets and Lakers. My bad. I know you have
Oh,
multiple teams, so
nah. I mean, Lakers not really my team. I'm a LeBron fan, but anyways, literally every single Lakers Nuggets game goes the same. It's like the same script every game. Lakers are in it through the first 2 quarters, 3 quarters, probably close to halftime. If not close to halftime, they battle back into it in the third quarter, and then down the stretch, Jokic, the Nuggets, they just execute way better down the stretch. Like literally, like in the third quarter of this game is when they win that run. They went on like a 13-0 run. Lakers were playing terrible defense. KCP was killing us. Jokic was killing us on the glass. A lot of offensive rebounds. The defense was terrible. It's like every single game is the same script. Darvin Ham doesn't know how to adjust. LeBron doesn't play well down the stretch. And then it's like, I don't understand how D'Lo is so trash every single playoff run. He is not a star. He's not getting a bulk of the defensive attention. I don't even know how to explain this. He's not the first option. He's not the second option. On some nights, he's not the third option. So why can't you just be serviceable in the playoffs? All the Lakers need him to do is be average, at least. He just doesn't have to be 6 for 20. Like literally. He just doesn't have to be abysmal defensively. That's all they need for him to do, and he just can't do it. Like
he was
being a playoff.
abysmal defensively.
Yes. What are we talking about? He was
Abysmal,
terrible. He was
abysmal
terrible.
stretch. No,
No,
I
he was
think
he was terrible.
in the third quarter, I think that's where his defense started to tail off. But the first two quarters, I wouldn't say he was abysmal. He was actually playing pretty decent.
Bro, steals don't really move me. But anyways, what I was about to say, yeah, bro, like, listen, he is not a. I don't understand how you are essentially a role player and you're a playoff dropper. That makes no sense. Like, I've never seen a role player that just could not play well in the playoffs. Like, he's obviously better than some role players, but D'Angelo Russell, how are you a role player playoff dropper? That makes no sense. Like, he's not a star. He's not getting a bulk of defense attention. He's not getting a second level of defense attention. Like, it's ridiculous that a role player just can't play well. And then when you see your shots not falling, you just keep shooting and keep shooting and keep let somebody else shoot the ball, bro. Please. Why are you shooting 20 shots? He probably shot the most shots out of anybody on the team. Let me check that actually. Because he actually might have, bro.
I don't think he shot more than AD.
Let me look.
AD had 23 shots.
Okay, yeah. He shot the second most on the team. Why are you doing that, D'Lo? Like, what are you doing? Are you not?
Can we talk
It's
about
not your.
LeBron's 7 turnovers, bro?
We can get to LeBron. He played well in the first half, but he was bad in the second half. He had 4 turnovers in the second half. He was 2 for 5. Only took 5 shots. Wasn't really aggressive. Had 6 points. LeBron felt he tailed off in the second half, but I mean, he was part of the reason why we lost. But I'm not, giving him the majority of the blame. It was literally D'Lo. Like it was D'Lo and Darvin Ham. And the Lakers are going to win this series. They need the others to play well. They can't have Austin Reeves for the majority of the game when it really most mattered being non-existent. That can't really happen. Spencer Dinwiddie didn't do anything. Did not attempt one shot. Um, I think Gabe Vincent, if D'Lo's going to play as well, Darvin. I mean, if D'Lo's going to play this bad, bro, Darvin Ham bench him. Why is he getting all this? Why is he getting 41 minutes? Why is D'Lo getting 41 minutes if he's playing this bad on both sides of the ball? I don't get that. Bench him, Darvin Ham. What are you doing? Like, make an adjustment, make a game plan, do something. It's no
So
way he be playing 41 minutes playing like this.
what do you have to say? Because you kind of highlighted it in the Discord. What do you think about the defensive adjustments with Rui guarding Jokic? How do you feel about that? Kind of
That's
allowing
not even.
AD home.
It's not even an adjustment. That's been his game plan since the Western Conference Finals last year. I don't know why he's still doing that. That's not hasn't worked one time. Obviously Jokic is gonna be Jokic, bro. But he had 32, 12, and 7, shot 65% from the field. And it's not working. Stop that. Just put AD on the.
That's just how
Just
it's
put.
gonna be though. With AD, with
It's
AD
not.
on,
It's
he's
not.
literally still gonna fry. Like
I
he's
think.
literally still gonna fry.
I think his game plan is trying to let AD rest a little bit on defense and just roam and try to be his best stuff on offense. That game plan hasn't worked at all so far. It hasn't. And then if you're gonna do that, you have to you're gonna let just Rui play one-on-one on him, and then he's not fronting him. He just let him he letting Jokic get the ball in the post every time. They run the pick and rolls with Jamal Murray and Jokic, and you having Rui guarding the pick and roll in space, bro. Like, are we serious right now? Like, that's just ridiculous. No,
Okay, but
LeBron at times just not playing any type of defense. Nobody's rotating. This is
to play
ridiculous, bro.
to play devil's advocate, just to play devil's advocate, right? Let's say you talked about having AD roam, and that's kind of giving him some time to rest a little bit defensively and go off on the offensive side of the ball, right? First off, LeBron, like you said, wasn't aggressive at all. D'Lo stunk it up, 6 for 20. I believe Torian Prince gave you quality minutes. Austin Reeves gave you quality minutes, I would say.
No,
But
he did not.
yes, he
He was
did. Yes, he
he was
did.
not he was not good when it mattered, bro. He was not good when it mattered. He was not good defensively. He was not good when it mattered. He was not good defensively. You need more point. You need more than what the backcourt gave you tonight. You need way more than that. You
That
need
is
way
that
more
is
than that.
very true. But also Anthony Davis gives you 32. So if let's say you take that rest that you give him defensively, take that away, what is he gonna do on the offensive end?
Bro. He's a two-way player. He can still impact the game on both sides of the
It's
ball.
different with
And then,
Jokic, though, bro. It's different.
bro, I'm sorry that Rui on Jokic shit is not working. It has never worked ever. It has not worked one time. Literally, he's dominated us every time he played us. Like, it has never ever worked. He keeps going back to that, but it's never worked ever. It has never worked. Like, not one time. It's no example of it ever working. So I don't know why we just keep doing it. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, Rui is not going to be able to guard Jokic. We know this. Like, it's ridiculous. And then you have him go. Rui is not the greatest defender, and so you have him guard the pick and roll. It's ridiculous because all they do is they pick and roll, and then once Jokic gets the ball in the short roll. He lobs it to Aaron Gordon, and the rotations on the backside, the backside help is just trash. Either LeBron is not helping, or like it was like a play where LeBron tagged the roller, and then D'Lo just sat there and watch Aaron Gordon just get the dunk, like just didn't do anything. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like the communication on defense is terrible. AD is a great defender, but he don't strike me as like a defensive communicator leader type. That's like literally that's LeBron. Like, LeBron is the point guard on the court. Like, he's the floor general. But on defense, he just doesn't be locked in sometimes. So I don't know, bro. It's a playoffs. And I need everybody to step up right now. I picked the Nuggets to win in 6 games, 5 or 6 games. So I'm not really surprised. I'm not like
I don't remember 5. I don't remember 5. I don't know if I remember 5, bro. You
bro. It's
probably,
like
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you said 5 or 6. The thing with this teeth, this series boring.
hold on, bro. It's not that hard to. I mean, we do operate on the internet.
Yes. LeBron James was went into the playoffs on one
Hold
foot.
on. I'm trying to see if I can skip this.
all 4 of those Nuggets games were decided by like.
Oh, Q want to talk about it
7
anyways.
points in the fourth quarter, and this is with LeBron James on 1 foot shooting like 23%
I
from
don't think
three.
Q believes this either.
He's shooting a career high percent from 3 this year, and he's playing incredible basketball. Anthony Davis playing one of the the best of like damn near of his career. Like, this is a way better team.
I'd never like to bet against LeBron James, but I'm not betting against LeBron James in this series. I'm betting against Darvin Ham because last year it was a sweep, but a lot of the games were close. This year, when we lost him, a lot of the games were close. But when it comes down to it in execution time, it's a coaching gap. So every time the Nuggets go down the floor, they're getting a great bucket. Like,
KCP
the sets
had
are there,
4 straight
the
threes on
same
our
sets. That's the real reason why the Lakers are not going to beat the Nuggets. They're not going to beat them. It's going to be like the Nuggets in 5 or 6. I'm being realistic.
Okay. I literally said I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't know why.
I just had to prove it, bro. But again, coaching gap down the stretch. Nuggets go on a run, and then all the Lakers do is shoot threes. Like that's what they did today. They went on a run, and the Lakers just panicked, shot threes. That's what happened.
I mean, Darvin Ham is not a good coach. I mean, I don't know why you tried to convince yourself and others that he was in the offseason. I don't know what that was.
I never said that.
We can go back. We can pull up.
I said he wasn't bad. I said he wasn't bad.
I guess, but I remember you trying to act like he was good. I think you said that somewhere. I think in the text that's where you kind of reneged it and took it back a little bit. But Darvin Ham's not a good coach, so I don't even need to harp on that. Obviously, in the backcourt, you need better play. You need LeBron to show up in the second half. D'Lo again was super terrible, but this whole series, like, it's not entertaining to me because I feel like we've just seen it before, which we have last year. But the Lakers are just not. They don't stack up to the Nuggets, bro. Like, it just is.
It's not a talent issue. It's not a talent issue.
They just don't stack up, bro, and it's cool. What do you mean it's not a talent issue?
It's not a gap between the talents in the team. It's not.
No, I feel like the pieces on the Nuggets just fit so seamlessly where it's just
that's not talent.
But what do you mean?
That's not like the talent.
Cooperation and fit.
Player for that's not talent. What the hell? Fit is not talent. Fit is literally not talent. It's the issue is every single playoff run we see D'Lo just stick it up. It's D'Lo and Darvin Ham. That's the real issue. And then LeBron didn't play his best last series. He didn't play his best in the second half. Austin Reeves pretty good in the Western Conference Finals, but again, you need the others to play well. Outside of Torian Prince, nobody else played well except LeBron and AD, LeBron and AD, bro. I just don't get it. So I'm not jacking that Austin Reeves played well. He did not. I'm sorry.
So if you're in the coaching staff, if you were part of the coaching staff, and Darvin Ham came up to you and he was like, "Yo, Latif, what do we need to do? What adjustments are you making?"
I'm just definitely not keeping that Rui AD or thing because again, we've seen it hasn't worked. So I'll just AD is one of the best defenders in the world. Obviously, Jokic is the best player in the world, best offensive player in the world. Just, bro, put AD on him. Like, send traps front. You're going to have to just do a lot of stuff to try to knock them out of that flow. You got to front the post-ups. They need to ice the ball screens because they just literally let them get whatever they want. Like, it seems like on ball screens, they don't run any communication. On offense, stop matchup hunting every single play down the court when they do when they get a run, they just matchup hunt. That's what they do. Literally, it's no structured offense. There's no stats called. Yes. There's no plays called. They're so like pick and roll dependent. It's ridiculous. Like, get some actions for Austin Reeves going. I did not see a lot of plays for Austin Reeves in this game. If D'Lo is going to play like this, bro, please put him on the bench and play Gabe Vincent because Gabe Vincent has played well at times since he came back, especially defensively, and he can possibly bother Jamal Murray because Jamal Murray was getting a lot of what he wanted tonight. So you're gonna have to put a better defender on him than Austin Reeves. Again, Austin Reeves is not a good defender.
You talked about matchup hunting, and you're talking about Darvin Ham. Do you know that's not like Darvin Ham's works? You know that's LeBron, right?
What, matchup hunting?
Yes, that is all LeBron. I promise you that is all LeBron. If you watch,
bro, he's a coach. He's a coach.
If you watch JJ Redick's podcast, bro, he was specifically talking about abusing matchups. I remember he was talking about how when they played against Philly, they abused JJ and the whole game essentially. But LeBron was basically talking about he wants to always involve the worst defender, and he's gonna attack them on every play down the court because it's just logically that makes sense. So that's literally all LeBron's teaching. So you got to take
you can
that
do
away.
that with sets, though, bro. You can do that with sets. You don't have to do that just in pick and roll and stagnate ISO offense all the time.
That's probably the easiest way. That's probably the easiest way to involve your worst defender.
They were attacking Jokic a lot in the first half. That's why LeBron and AD were going crazy, and then they stopped doing it in the second half. I don't know why they did that. But again, we lost
from LeBron.
No, he did look a little tired at times. We lost a game where Jamal Murray shot 9 for 24, which is ridiculous. Michael Porter Jr. was hooping. Bro had 19 points. Aaron Gordon got in foul trouble early. That was helping us. And then he came in, dropped 12, 11, and 7. It's ridiculous. Like, he definitely dropping a triple-double. The role players. Tavius Caldwell-Pope, literally the only part of his game was that third quarter. He outside that, he was trash. Peyton Watson came in, gave some good minutes. Christian Braun was useless. Reggie Jackson was useless too. Yeah, but that's the third quarter really what was a difference in the game. And then they made that little comeback. And then again, Jokic he's the best player in the world. He has the best touch of anyone I've ever seen. It's ridiculous, bro. But that really starts out the Lakers game. I mean, did I expect anything different? No, they're gonna lose the series.
Okay, that's realistic. That's why we should have put them in first round exits, but that's cool. Yeah, I'm thinking the series goes 4 or 5. Honestly, I feel like 6 is a little bit too much, but obviously giving
4 or 5 is 4. I don't.
Giving respect to LeBron, I'll probably say 5, but 6 is just pushing it to me. Now, the next series we have is the Knicks versus the Sixers. This was actually a pretty entertaining game. Now, I think in the first quarter, it was pretty lopsided. No, it wasn't lopsided. Yeah, first quarter, Philly was going crazy, and then the second quarter, that's when the Knicks made their little stampede run, and then I believe that is when Joel Embiid got hurt. That was a crazy ass play. T-Mac lob off the backboard. I think he slammed OG little ass, and then he retweaked his knee, and then that's when the run started happening. And then the third quarter, Philly went on a run, and then fourth quarter, the Knicks went on a run. So that's kind of how the game ended. I think JoJo's injury still was bothering him a little bit because defensively it didn't look like he was giving the same effort. But I do want to say Joel Embiid's playmaking leap has been insane. I know you like to talk about advanced reads. Advanced reads are crazy. It looks like he's making plays before you can even see them. His passes are ridiculous, amazing. But Latif, how did you feel about the first game?
I picked the Knicks in 7 in this series with a large part and due to Joel Embiid's health. Like, I just can't trust him to be on the floor 100%. And if he's not 100%, they're not going to win the series. He came back in this game in game 1, but he didn't look 100% at all. He was cooking in that first half. And in the second half, he kind of looked detached a little bit. Looked like he didn't trust his knee at all. He still played pretty well, especially with his playmaking. Hit some shots down the stretch, but if he's not going to be close to 100%, like maybe like 90, 80%, they're going to lose the series. And for anyone that said that they need Julius Randle in a series or in this playoff run, that was just dumb. You could really tell. Jalen Brunson struggled a lot because a lot of the defense attention was on him. The Knicks did a great job of that. But then again, the Knicks others stepped up. Josh Hart had an amazing game rebounding the ball. I think he might have out-rebounded Joel Embiid. I think he had 20 points. Deuce McBride had 21 points. Donson DiVincenzo played well. OG Anunoby did whatever he did in his role. I don't think he had a big offensive night, but the others really stepped up and came and played. Bojan came in and had a good game as well. So they had I think Mitch Robinson had like 12 points, 14 rebounds, and a few blocks, something like that. I might be a little bit off. 8 points.
Rebounds.
How many rebounds?
12.
Okay, 8 points, 12 rebounds. I think he had 4 blocks. So the others really stepped up for them. Obviously, Tyrese Maxey started off slow, but had a great game. I think he had like 31, 32 points. So Tyrese Maxey did his part, but then you see Tobias Harris dropping the ball. Not surprised. They're going to need Maxey. They're going to need Maxey to keep playing like this. Joel Embiid has to try to stay healthy. That play that he did was super risky and it was dumb. I'm sorry. I don't know why you did that. Like, you're injured. I don't know what he's trying to prove. Like, That was just
That's what
ridiculous.
Wilbon said. He said he thinks he was just like trying to prove it to himself, which that was a crazy ass play. It was entertaining, but that made no sense. To your point about the Knicks with Jalen Brunson, obviously they need Julius Randle. All the defensive attention was on Jalen Brunson. He didn't even shoot well. 22. He only had 22 points, which I'm not gonna say that's a little bit, but it's just I don't think it was efficient either. Let me check.
It was not. It was like
And 8
six.
for
It was like
26.
8 for 26.
Yeah, 8 for 26. I'm living. If I'm the Sixers, I'm doing the same game plan. I'm living with Josh Hart scoring 22. You're gonna have to show me Deuce McBride. I'm living with 21. I'm living with everybody else producing. Like that's literally what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to beat me with your supporting cast. I'm not letting Jalen Brunson get off like at all. So if I'm the Sixers, I'm not worried. I still have the Sixers in 7. The only thing that you have to worry about is Joel Embiid's health because, like you said, in the second half after his little injury, it just didn't look the same. Defensively, he didn't look the same. Offensively, I don't feel like he had that same aggression or same burst that he had in the first half. So the only thing for the Sixers is obviously Tobias Harris has to play better. He didn't play good in the play-in game either. Obviously, he has to play better. Tyrese Maxey, he hooped. Joel Embiid again hooped in the first half. But the only thing that if I was worried about for the Sixers is the health of Joel Embiid. I don't think it's too much to say with that. I have the Sixers in 7.
And Kyle Lowry had a great game too. He provided some great minutes.
Yeah.
18 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. His relocation was pretty good. His defense was pretty good. He was just a super smart player. I think a lot of players can learn from him what he can do. Like he's kind of like that Mike Conley. Like they just super solid in what they're going to be able to do on the court, even through their aging like fine wine, and still being productive players on really good teams. Nick Batum wasn't great today. It's crazy that Buddy Hield went from going crazy in Indiana. And now he's like a shell of himself now. 0 points on like he just was not effective at all. He only got 10 minutes too. I don't know what's that about. But I think a lot of his stuff was just a synergy with Tyrese Maxey. It's not the same. Like they don't have that type of point guard facilitator in Philly. But even again, with Joel Embiid not looking as aggressive or being as effective in the second half, he literally had 29, 8, and 6. Like it's ridiculous. Like he wasn't efficient at all. He was 36% from the field, 25% from 3. He did have 12 free throws though, so he's still getting to the line despite the the increased aggressiveness and how they don't call as many fouls in the playoffs. Still getting to the line, so that was great. But I'm still very, very confident in the Knicks winning the series because they won a game where Jalen Brunson was terrible. Well, not terrible. He just wasn't efficient. So I don't think that's going to continue the trend. Like obviously, he's going to get a lot of the defensive attention, but again, he can adapt to that, address that, and I think he'll play better because they were just sending a lot of pressure on him, and that allows for others to play well. Josh Hart has a lot of heart. He's been hooping for a long time now as far as this season. He's not going to give you 22 and 13 every night, but he'll be impactful. OG didn't have his best game. I mean, he was 5 for 10, 11 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. But I think he can do a little bit more than that offensively. Dante also 3 for 10. That's probably not going to happen again. So I think I'm still confident in my pick for Knicks in 7 for sure. But my official bracket. I got to lose to Milwaukee and the Bucks in the second round because again they don't have Julius Randle, and I think it's going to eventually catch up to them.
Pacers winning that series.
No, I don't. That was only you and Q.
I didn't have the Pacers winning. I did not have.
Oh yeah. You're right. That was Q. That was only Q.
Okay, we can hop into the next one. This is near and dear to me because Latif, you're just dumb. Thing is, Latif, you think that you're just what is the word? You just think you're like the super know-it-all of ball, like. Everything I say, you just I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is, but literally I called it on the podcast. I think that we had the perimeter defense to stop the guards. Bradley Beal.
No, okay. I went back and watched. You didn't say the guards. You said Bradley Beal only. By the way.
Yeah, I said Bradley Beal especially, right? But today it was both. Today it was both. You have Bradley Beal 15 points, and you have Devin Booker to 18. That is amazing.
He has 6 assists, by the way. Like he was playmaking pretty well. Yes, he has 6 assists.
Yeah, he's the best. He's their best playmaker.
Okay, but go ahead. Let's keep going. Go ahead.
This team, the Timberwolves, can do damage. I really believe that this team can get out of the playoffs. First off, out of the first round. Holy, Anthony Edwards. So great. Let's talk about his playmaking. He made great passes. I know Stop, please. Latif.
Bro, he had so many turnovers. What are you talking about?
Like in the first half.
Bro, I knew he was gonna. I have all, bro. I wrote so the last 2 games. I didn't get my stats all down, but I wrote down this for this one especially because I know he was gonna come up here and say some BS. Bro, he had let me look for it. He had 6 turnovers and 6 assists. So it was literally that's not great at all.
In the first half, I think he had a bulk of the turnovers.
He did.
The second half is where he turned up. I think the third quarter, that's where he dropped like 13. That's
18.
when the doubles and the trap. Okay. Yeah, the doubles and the traps came along and he made very smart passes. Of course, I wouldn't say they were advanced reads, but they were nice, great passes that led to points. He's becoming a better playmaker. The thing with this series is obviously Devin Booker probably isn't going to be held to 18 points or 16, whatever he had. But I think that you can heavily manage Bradley Beal. I don't care about his playmaking. It is what it is. He's the best playmaker on the team.
He was 6 for 10.
Cool, bro. That does not move me. KD has to drop 40 points consistently to even have a chance, bro. I'm telling you. I trust Jaden McDaniel. I think they had a slow-mo on him on KD a little bit. They had Cat. That's gonna be fried. Literally, there's nobody that you have out there that can affect KD. KD is just gonna get off. It is what it is. But I think that he's gonna have to score 40 like on every given night. Rudy Gobert gave you quality minutes. What do you have? Like 14 and 16 rebounds. Cat played okay, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Obviously, Anthony Edwards. And then Nikhil, like I told you, you can bring Nikhil off the bench if you need some extra defensive help. And you're talking about, no, once you bring him on the floor, you're going to lose some offensive. No.
Playmaking, yes, it was. The offense when he was on the floor and it was no Mike Conley, it was just him. That's when a bulk of those turnovers happened. I promise you, bro.
Okay, that's cool, but he knocked down like what 6 threes, something like that. So he gave you a good lift on the offensive end, did he not?
No, he did. He was great offensively.
Yeah, so I'm not really worried about playmaking. First off, it seemed like Anthony Edwards did a okay job with the playmaking. He was getting sent doubles.
A 1-to-1 turnover assist to turnover ratio is not good at all.
He got a bulk of the turnovers in the first half, bro. He looked good, bro. That's all I'm saying is he looked good. I think that this Wolves team has a chance to get rid of the Suns in like 6. Honestly, I love what I saw. I think the depth, the line, Naz Reid played well. Nikhil played well. The whole starting 5 played well. Playmaking wise, Mike Conley played well. I don't think he scored that much, but playmaking, he did his thing. This Timberwolves team is scary, man. Anthony Edwards is gonna be the face of the league very, 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 very soon. Very soon.
Okay, so Kevin Durant is not going to have to drop 40 points for the Suns to have a chance in this series. That is actually ridiculous to say because Devin Booker is not going to be this bad for the whole entire series. He might have another stinker, but I don't think it's going to be this bad. So to say that he has to drop 40 points for them to have a chance in the series is ridiculous. I think Bradley Beal is going to play better. Also, Grayson Allen went out pretty early in the game as well, so he didn't have no effect. He's been impactful for them the entire series. Their bench was literally non-existent. It was abysmal. Are you expecting that to happen for every single game? So for you to just say Kevin Durant has to drop 40 to win and have them have a chance in every game is ridiculous. That just makes no sense. What do you mean
their bench? You only have like a 6-man rotation. I mean, not 6-man. You only have like a 7-man rotation.
They don't have a 7-man rotation. They have like an 8-man rotation. 7, 8, 9, like a 9-man rotation. It's gonna be like 8 in the playoffs. They need Royce O'Neal. They need Eric Gordon to have better games and stuff like that. The real
Everybody
thing
played because it was obviously a blowout, but who got the bulk of the minutes? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Royce O'Neal.
I see 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got the 7-man rotation. Eubanks played a little bit, but it's really a 7-man rotation.
Eubanks definitely played.
So he played a little bit. He played 9 minutes.
I'm not counting on Eubanks regardless. Eric Gordon and Royce O'Neal need to be better. So again, that has nothing to do with him having to drop 40. But again, also you just like literally the theme of this game is the Timberwolves manhandled them. They manhandled them, and then
way more aggressive.
I'm gonna get back to the manhandle part later in my dialogue. But look, I just don't. Another reason why I don't think Kevin Durant has to drop 40 for this series to be close is because the The Timberwolves offense was insanely efficient, especially for their standards this game. They scored 125 points per 100 possessions in this game. They shot insanely well from the field, 50% from the field. You think that's going to keep up? That's not sustainable. Anthony Edwards was shooting insane as a pull-up shooter in this game. I don't know if that's sustainable. So it's like a lot of this stuff is stuff that I don't.
He was hitting in the post too.
He was in the mirror and just a lot of this stuff I don't think is going to be sustainable over a series, and so you can't just use game one to project how the series is going to go too much. Like obviously, it's evidence of stuff that can happen later on in the series, but you can't like how you were doing. Just I was right, blah 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 blah. When it's game one and all this stuff happened, like the Suns are not going to shoot this bad. Devin Booker's not going to play this bad. Timberwolves are not going to shoot this great for the entire series. We saw that as evident in their matchups this season, and as the Timberwolves played throughout the entire regular season. They're not that great at 3-point shooting team, but they dominated the paint. They had, I think, let me look for. They had, first of all, they outscored the Wolves, the Suns bench 41-18. They had 20 second chance points. They had 52 points in the paint. They won the rebound battle 52-28. It was ridiculous.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
People were talking about Anthony Edwards. He had a great game, 33 points. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That 18 points in the third quarter, that was special. That was special. The way he was talking to KD, that was special. That was definitely
He's here.
That was a great playoff moment. But also, I want to highlight Rudy Gobert. Amazing tonight. Amazing today. Was great defensively. People criticized him for not being able to switch effectively on the perimeter. He was able to do that a lot. He got cooked by KD, but it's KD. And also,
I think he had like 2 stops on KD at the beginning of the game.
So that's that. Cat had a very good game. Basically, everybody except Mike Conley on the Timberwolves played great. Nas was great. Nickeil Alexander Walker was great. But I do think you could take some stuff from this game. I think the Wolves have a clear formula to win this series for sure. I do think people, myself included, got a little carried away with the regular season stats because I went back and looked, and the Timberwolves shot 20% from 3 on open threes in that series. I mean, in the regular season. So a lot of that stuff, it can't be indicators of what's going to happen in the playoffs. I don't know where the Suns go from here. They're going to have to, obviously, Devin Booker's going to have to play better, but I don't know if I can see like the rebounding thing getting any better. Second chance points they had to limit second chance points, stuff like that. But when you have Cat and you have Rudy in the interior, they have no answer for Rudy in the interior as far as like defense and as far as rebounding, because Nurkic is just not going to be able to do it. Like he's just not. Like Rudy's a lot more physical than him. I think he's strong. Nurkic is pretty big as himself, but they're going to need D Book to step up. They're going to need Grayson Allen he sprained his ankle. Going to need him to be healthy and playing well. They're gonna have to stretch out this Timberwolves defense, make Cat guard, make Mike Conley guard. He's still a decent defender, even though he's in his old age. They're gonna have to move the ball. The Timberwolves are playing like this match zone, like this 1-3-3-1 zone. They were playing like this 2-3 zone, like going in and out of that. That was great adjustment from Chris Finch. That defense was really working really well. I liked it. It threw the Suns offense off, because it made them move the ball a lot, and they just like to attack mismatches. They like to do a lot of isolation, a lot of mid-range work. And so I think what they did defensively worked really well for the Timberwolves. So I'm ready to see what Vogel has in store. In that third quarter, I don't know why Kevin Durant was on Anthony Edwards so much. I don't know what Devin Booker was doing.
I think he took the initiative too, and
took the initiative to and got cooked. It was ridiculous. I don't know what he was doing. But yeah, I mean, Ant went crazy. 33 points. I don't know if he's gonna be able to keep that up. I don't know if he's gonna average 30. If he averaged 30 for the series, he averaged 30 for the series. But a hard fought win for them. That was a great game. But I don't think the rest of the series is gonna go like that. I think it's gonna be much closer. But
I think Isaiah Thomas gets minutes this series. It's gonna be a blowout.
Isaiah Thomas getting minutes in this series is ridiculous. I saw that. That was crazy. But yeah, I mean, definitely did not go how I expected. That's what I would say.
Okay, last game. Now this is your Cavs versus the Magic. Oh my gosh, this game actually put me to sleep. Okay. So starting off, I was very intrigued with Evan Mobley. Of course, he hits those 2 threes to start off the game, and I was like, you know what, Evan Mobley. Even though I said this earlier, Evan Mobley is going to be the outlier. I think the defense in the front court was just going to be overwhelming. Obviously, you saw the impact that Evan Mobley had on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively, blocking shots. Um, he exposed some mismatches. I know I saw Cole Anthony on him one time, which something that he should be doing. I'm not trying to give him praise for something that he should be doing, but sometimes we don't see that out of Evan Mobley. So he played great today, offensively and defensively. The thing with the Magic is they don't have enough offense, and that's probably something that I should have realized. Again, I'm not somebody who watches the Magic every day. Only really watch them when they go against the Pels, but I didn't know that it was this much. The offense was lacking this much. They started off the game with a lineup of Jonathan Isaac, Jalen Suggs, Gary Harris, Paulo, Franz, and who else am I missing?
I don't think Gary Harris didn't start. It was Franz and Wendell Carter.
Wendell Carter didn't start. It was Jonathan Isaac. It was Gary Harris, Jonathan Isaac, Franz, and Paulo. That was the five. When I saw that, I was like, you know what? Offense might be lacking, and that's what it was. Now, on the Magic side, I think that they got a lot of good open looks, but they just couldn't convert. Paulo did not play good at all. I think he had how many points did he have?
He had 24, 7, and 9. He had 9 turnovers though.
Yeah, he had 9 turnovers. I don't think he had 9 assists. He had 5 assists.
I mean, the 9 was the turnovers.
24, 7, and 5 with 9 turnovers. Again, I do think that he's going to be adjust to the playoff atmosphere, to the playoff defenses, team scheming up for him. But I don't think just getting downhill might be a little bit of a problem. Asserting his dominance, being overly physical, that's something that he's good at, but I just don't think that he can do that, come down and do that every play that he's used to doing that. Obviously, this is playoff basketball, so it's totally different. Again, and you have the front court defense is insane with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, so that's going to be a problem. The problem with the Magic is offense. I would probably switch up the starting lineup a little bit. Your best player, production wise, was low key Mo Wagner, bro.
Paulo was the best player on the floor for the Magic. Paulo was the best player on the floor for the Magic. Please stop. He didn't play good.
9 turnovers. And his 24 points weren't like crazy, like at all.
He was 9 for 17. He had a 58 true shooting. That's literally league average in his first playoff game ever. He was the best player on the floor for the Magic. I don't know what we're doing. That's ridiculous to say anybody else was better than him. That's ridiculous.
Well, obviously, Mo Wagner can't be better than him with 10 points and 5 rebounds. So I'm just saying Mo Wagner really gave you the most efficient buckets and minutes in this game. So it is what it is.
Okay. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen offensively from any team. At one point in the game, they were scoring like 50 points per 100 possessions. Like that was like all-time bad offense. They finished the game 86.3 points per 100 possessions. Just nasty offense. 32% from the field, 63% from the free throw line too. just disgusting. Like shooting 63% from the free throw line as a team, nasty. Paulo struggled in his first playoff game, but it was his first playoff game. I'm not too like surprised by that. He was going against Evan Mobley and Jared Allen as the front court. I mean, that's a hard matchup to go against in your first playoff game. But he had 24 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, shot 9 for 17. He wasn't terrible. I think he was pretty fine considering it was his first playoff game. Jalen Suggs was god awful. Like literally god awful. They're gonna need. It's clear. It is very, very clear what the Magic need in the offseason. We didn't need to see the playoff games,
bro.
No. We didn't need to see a playoff game to know they need a point guard that can really facilitate, can really score. They need more offensive talent. They need more shooting. They need someone that can effectively run an offense. That's what they need. We knew that before they came. Anybody that watched the Magic game knew that before coming into the series. That's why I picked the Cavs in 6, and I was probably being generous because the Cavs have a elite defense. They have the best player in the series. Evan Mobley was very, very good today. I like to see that. Did not expect him to be hitting threes like he was. He was taking advantage of mismatches. He was locking up Paulo on offense. He was taking advantage of Paulo defense or on defense. They out rebounded the Magic 54 to 40. 54-40, so they got that size advantage. 48-36 in the paint, they outscored them. Donovan Mitchell had 30 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, on 64.7 true shooting. So he had a great game. Glad to see playoff Donovan Mitchell back. Evan Mobley, 16 points, 11 rebounds. Jarrett Allen had 16 points and 18 rebounds. So the front court played well. Definitely didn't get like out physical like they did in the Knicks series, but I don't think the Magic are going to do that to them this series. I have no confidence in the Magic winning this series at all. Never thought they were going to win at all. Anyone that picked them was crazy. The Cavs are more experienced. They have a better offense, even though their offense is not great either. And the Magic just don't have enough shot creation. They don't have enough playmaking. They don't have enough shooting to have a chance in this series. This series is going to be over probably in 5. And I'm taking it from 6-5 just based off what I saw today. It was ridiculous. Don't expect Powell to be as bad as he was. I'm not saying he was bad, but
he was
he was not bad. I don't know how you say he was bad.
9 turnovers is not good.
That's from a playmaking standpoint, bro. So you can say he was bad playmaking wise, yes. But he had 24 points and 7 rebounds on 58 true shooting. So that's league average, and that's in the playoffs, bro. So usually people fall down from the averages in the playoffs, but he's actually higher than what he is in the regular season as far as efficiency. So that's not a bad performance by any stretch of the imagination when you consider that this is his first playoff game. So I don't know how you came to that rationale.
I mean, if you consider it's his first playoff game, of course, but I expected him not to perform very well, obviously. But he wasn't bad. It was pretty bad. Well, I wouldn't say he was pretty bad. He was bad, though.
How was he bad?
He wasn't good.
There's a thing called being decent, bro. There he is.
He was okay, but I don't know. Just he looked a little bit stuck. Looked like he was trying to force some things in the start of the game. So I don't want to. Obviously, damn, you're putting me in a tough spot, bro. I don't want to call it bad, but I don't want to call it good. But I also don't want to call it okay. It is what it is, though. It was his first game, so I see what you're saying. It was his first playoff game, so I'll bud and say he was okay. But relatively, anybody else, you wouldn't say that this was an okay performance. I'm pretty sure that you would say it was bad. But
everybody has context, and again, I probably wouldn't say it was bad, just depending on he was efficient. He was 9 for 17. He had 24 points and 7 rebounds. He had 5 assists, even though despite the 9 turnovers. So I don't know how he was bad in any stretch of imagination. I probably wouldn't, depending on who it was. Everybody has different expectations. Like this is LeBron James, yes, I would probably be calling it a bad game. Like LeBron had 7 or 8 turnovers tonight. Like if this was like AD or this was like Donovan Mitchell or Jalen Brunson, I would call those bad games. But this is a first year player in the playoffs. You temper expectations for your first playoff game.
That's true. What would you change? I feel like a lineup change could be a little bit sooner. I wouldn't start Jonathan Isaac, bro.
There are not too many adjustments.
More offense.
Who? They don't have a great offense. Like Wendell is not going to fix their offense issues. They just don't have a great offense. They don't have great offensive personnel on the roster. They have Anthony Black, who is probably not going to play a lot in this series. They got Jalen Suggs, who was shooting like close to 40% from 3, I believe, in the regular season. Who was terrible today.
Good today, yeah.
So they don't have a lot of offensive talent on the roster. It's not. This was like never going to be a series they had a chance of winning to me. But yeah, he shot 39.7% from 3 this year. I had to fact check that. But
how many on what kind of volume?
I think it was 4 attempts. So I mean, it's not, like, and he also averaged they just need a playmaking point guard. Like I did not know that Jalen Suggs averaged 3 assists in the regular season. That is ridiculous. No, 5 attempts. So they just need this
type of player though.
I know this is something that we knew they needed in before they came into the playoffs. If they can get like a Trae Young, but I don't know how he's going to play off ball. And they can get a Malik Monk for a lot cheaper, and that'll be nice because he take a playmaker jump. He can really shoot it. He can run the pick and roll. Malik Monk would be ideal. Add Fernie Simons, like that move. They probably need someone that fits the timeline as young and play make. They need to play a lot more spacing around Paolo. He can take another leap. France was okay today, but his jump shot has fell off the cliff. I don't know what happened to his jump shot. It was never great or anything like that, but it was at least respectable. It's been bad for a minute. So yeah, don't think the Magic are going to win the series. Never had any hope for them. But hopefully Paulo balls out. That's really all I care about. Paulo have a great series. Cleveland win. I'm happy.
Bro, am I tweaking for saying Paulo? Does Paulo remind you of LeBron, bro?
Like older Bron because he's not as athletic, but
Yeah, but just like being physically imposing and just like his play style a little bit.
Yeah, his passing ability, which you thought, I guess you just noticed that today, but he's a great passer.
Yeah, I didn't know he had. I didn't know he had that. He's not better than Zion. Though. It is what it is. Though.
At what?
Passing.
Oh,
he's not better than Zion at the game of basketball, obviously, but we were talking about passing. So
we could debate it. We could debate as far as being a player, but he's definitely better passing than Zion. He makes more advanced reads.
Okay.
He's a better ball handler.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not a better ball handler than Zion.
Yes,
See, you don't watch. I'm not even going to get into that.
Yes, he is.
Zion is actually a really good ball handler.
Is Paulo not?
He's not better than Zion.
Yes, he is. You say I don't watch. You say I don't watch, but you didn't know that Paulo was a great passer. I watched both.
I never said that I was like some avid watcher of Paulo, but I just know I've seen him up against Zion, and I see things, and I see
that's like
that he's better than. I see things that he's better than Zion at, and I see that things that he's worse than Zion at.
And passing is not one of them.
Passing is close. It's close, but he's not better than Zion.
He makes actual live ball passes, like live ball.
Zion does too.
It's more driving kick. I'm talking about like in a scheme of like a pick and roll, cross court passes, way more advanced reads, dump offs, like jump passes, all those.
When is Zion really in a pick and roll situation?
That's my point. That's my point.
Okay. So quickly, we discussed all the games, but tomorrow you got the Heat versus the Celtics. Tell me how you think that's gonna go. I think it's gonna be a slaughterhouse, honestly.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a 30 point. That's probably gonna be like a 20-point game.
Okay. Mavs versus Clippers. This might be closer than what you think, bro.
No Kawhi not playing. Mavs win about 10 points.
Okay. Pacers and Bucks.
No Giannis. It's gonna be a close game.
Dame masterclass. 30 ball from Dame. I'm telling you, Dame is going. Dame's gonna go crazy. Pelicans and Thunder. We probably dropped the first game, but it's probably gonna be close. But I think we split the first 2 games away. But you can tell me what it is, too.
I don't know if it's gonna be close. I really don't. No, Zion is really important. And I don't know exactly like it is. The Thunder are literally one of the best teams in the Western Conference. Like we just act like we didn't see them have the number 1 seed, be a top 10 offense and defense. I don't know why we act like that just didn't happen. But I guess I digress.
I'm not moved by just inexperience, bro. They're an inexperienced team.
The Pelicans are not super experienced either, bro. Please,
way more experienced than the Thunder.
Bi has been in the playoffs one time. CJ has been to the. CJ McCollum is, bro.
And Larry Nance.
I'm not moved. Larry Nance is not moving me. I'm sorry.
And JV.
Where has Larry Nance been?
You mean where's Larry Nance been? Was he not on that Lakers team in the playoffs?
No, he was not.
Oh, damn.
Wait, let me go look up something real quick. You talking about Larry Nance's experience in the playoffs is nuts. Look. Wait. This might have actually.
He has his dad, bro. You probably looking at his dad shit.
No, he's played 26 games in the playoffs, and played 15 minutes a game, and then he played in that 6-game series, in 2022. He played on Cleveland. That's how long ago it was.
Okay.
He played in Cleveland when they went to the finals. He played 15 minutes per game. 2021, 2022, he played 6 games and he played 21 minutes. I guess we're calling that playoff experience, but okay.
That is playoff experience, and he's like he's one of our biggest leaders in the locker room, so that helps a lot. Actually,
I'm not moved. I'm not moved.
I think CJ has a game, and I think Bi has a game.
Dort is going to lock him down. Are you serious?
Who?
Dort.
Who?
Like one of the best. Anyways, all right, we being serious.
I'm not worried, bro. I'm not worried. But that has been our little first game playoff reactions. We discussed what happened in the games, what we think how the series is going to unfold, because there are kind of some telltale signs in the first game. Obviously, you want to take it with a grain of salt. You don't want to overreact. But I'm gonna overreact with the Wolves and the Suns because I called it. Honestly, I don't care. But the socials are at the top. If you haven't subscribed or follow, make sure you do so. Things are slowing down on TikTok, so if you guys want to show that a little bit more support, maybe check on it a little bit more because I don't think our videos are getting pushed like they were. So if y'all could do us a favor and just go like the TikToks, go follow on TikTok, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, subscribe. I think we're very close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm really trying to hit that by the end of the week. We were growing so fast, and then I guess we just hit a little plateau. So,
Not really.
how many subscribers are we at right now?
981.
Swear.
Yes, I don't know. We not slowing down, bro. TikTok is not stopping us. I probably already told y'all that, but y'all don't listen. So, but
You look like an idiot. Okay, so we're 19 away from 1,000, man. Get us to 1,000, man. This is something that we really want, man. Just been discussing that for a while. So 1,000 is gonna be 1,000. What is gonna be the 1,000 episode special, bro?
probably a mailbag episode.
Okay. Oh, y'all gonna catch that very soon. Again, get us to that by the end of the week. But this has been the playoff reactions for Game 1. Appreciate you guys for supporting. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you like the video too. I forgot to say that. But we're out.